Do you have a time that you ponder why the law of attraction doesn't work for you? And at time I felt frustrated that I think about things, I did my affirmation, I did my visualization, but it doesn't works. And lately I have this thing pondered in my mind, just a share of my own opinion how I trick this and also have some thought to making sure that I have a more success. Number one is that when you manifest for something, you set the goal, what you wanted to achieve. You will need to have the idea of what you really want, like what your dream is. So if you want to have an amazing white color Lexus car, then you have the visual of it. Not that you do not want to have a lousy car. So you need to move towards your goal, not move away from what you don't want. So have a clarity in mind, your dream, what you really want is the first step of setting yourself into the visualization. Next will be the techniques how I visualize. As you know that our human has 5 different senses. So we have our skin, our eyes, our ear, our taste, our smell. So these are the few senses that we have. Therefore, in order to exercise the different areas in your mind, the more senses that you put in, you would experience it in a much immersed way. So when you said about you want to have a white color Lexus, what that means is that you could visualize that now you are touching the surface of the car. Look at the bright, shiny exterior of the car. Enjoy the interior of the car. When you sit in, you can just smell the color of the leather. Slowly enjoy, immerse yourself into the atmosphere. So you could hear it when you close the door, the amazing simple book, that sound. So when you draw this picture, establish this sound, establish these feelings, you are have like more immersed dimension, understanding what are you attracting, and your mind will able to attract that as much. And finally is that when you have your goal, you have the plan, how you visualize it, then you need to make it a practice that you would spend the time to visualize your dream. When, like I would say that if you do not really have the time, I would do it at night when my head touches the pillow and I close my eyes. I will think about my dream, my goal, having that immersed and calm on top of my unconscious mind. When I doze off, go into alpha state, the brain, the universe are helping me doing their work, attracting the things to me. So when I say attracting things to me, doesn't mean that you think and think. So the fourth step is that when you go out and then things started to happen, and you know this is the tiny step that inching you towards the goal, you will then need to acknowledge it. For example, opportunity come and then you get extra income out of it. So you will say, all right, thank you. And then you acknowledge that this is the steps that the universe given to you to have it. For that to say, beside collecting the evidence, you also need to act upon it. You need to have a plan, a way how you're going to do it. So by setting your goal, by crafting your visualization method, do it every day and capturing the acknowledgements, because the acknowledgements are going to spike your interest and making your mind that feeling that it's a joy doing it, then the more you are going to attract. I hope that this simple techniques or simple concept of law of attraction will work for you. And nonetheless, try your very best to attract things into your life. And I tell you, worst case and worst case, it doesn't work. But I believe this is an enjoyable journey that you can explore. As nice the weather today, I want to wish you may the rest of your life be your best of your life. Until next time, bye bye.